I've been building for a long time in Minecraft, and I built a lot of things, but I haven't built very many things from Asia. Luckily, that is changing today because I built one of the tallest buildings in the world, the Shanghai World Financial Center. It's that one right there with a hole in the top. And it is so tall that I need to install a mod because this thing won't even fit in the default height limit. Anyways, let's go build a mega tall skyscraper. Here we go, getting started with the base foundation layout of this building. The red wool right there you can see is the actual skyscraper itself, and then I went through the liberty of adding all the little surrounding areas around it just because I'm a nice little guy. I like that, adding all the surrounding little building sections of this big skyscraper, which in this case I think it's a mall, or not like a mall but like a little shopping center. So there's a bunch of little stores and shops in these little buildings down here, so you can see that I'm getting all this nice detail work set up here. I'm starting off with wool and then I'm changing it over to, you can see right there, I just changed it to white stained glass. So I'm pretty happy with how this little down lower section turned out here. Nothing too crazy detail wise really needed to happen here. There's just a lot of glass and stuff like that, so as you can see, and this whole wall right here that I'm building up right now is also going to turn to glass very shortly here, any second. There you go, bada bing bada boom. It's pretty much just like that the whole way around this little base section. Like I said, it's just a bunch of shops and whatnot and fun little doohickeys and doodads and stuff like that. And here's another wall, fantastic, believe it or not, it is glass and it is shops. There we go, and then we're coming around to this side up front here, which is like the main entrance section to the actual building itself. So there's some nice little awnings here and fun stuff like that. And you will notice the time on this video is ticking by real quickly because this build was actually pretty fast to do. It looks complicated, but it's actually not as complicated as it does look. It just takes a little bit of finessing here. Right here you can see me trying to get the angle of this curve on this building right. This was probably the hardest part, if I'm being honest. It wasn't too difficult at all, but there we go. We got the nice curve looking fantastic there, and then I use a little world edit just to flip it over to the other side, and then I switched everything up into glass, as you can see there, and then I'm building everything up, filling it all in with these nice little lines. It's hard to tell from this far out, but that's just a pattern of gray wool and then light gray wool to kind of make the windows look a little more detailed there. So just like that, we have this whole building already finished up here, but the final section of this building, as you know, that kind of makes it famous, other than it being super tall, is that there's a freaking hole in the center of it up here. So there you go, carving out a big old fat hole. I did not research the purpose of this hole, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that it's like a cultural thing to where, like, if there's dragons or something, they fly right through the hole of this building so that they don't actually hit the building itself. I think that's the cultural purpose, but I think it also just helps with airflow mainly. I think that's the main thing, but the dragon thing just kind of happened to become a thing. I'm pretty sure that's the reason. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I am wrong, that's going to be embarrassing, but I think I'm right. So there we go. Anyways, there's the big hole filled in, and just like that, this build is already freaking done, and we're doing some awesome cinematics. So thank you guys for watching that quick little video. If you want to download this map, go ahead and check out my Patreon in the description below. And if you want to buy some sick merch, stickers, mouse pads, magnets, check that out also. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Stay tuned for the next video on my channel, whatever that might be. And until then, goodbye! And finally, of course, let me give a thank you to all of my awesome patrons. You guys are the best. And an especially big thank you to Grace Sweetman, Voe, Walker Army, and King Salmon. Thank you guys so much for your support. Have a great day, and goodbye.